చూడదమ్మా
कृष्ण कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः गुरुचरणकमलं वन्दे रमणपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदं च कृपामूर्तिं नारायण नमस्ते गुरुदेवाय सर्वसिद्धिप्रदाय मंगलरूपाय सर्वानन्दविदायिने हे श्रीगुरो ज्ञानददीनबन्धो स्वानन्ददातः करुणैकसिन्धो वृन्दावनवासी नैतावतार प्रसीद श्रीराधा प्रणयप्रचार त्रयस्वभो जगन्नाथ गुरो संसारवर्णिना दग्धं मां कालदष्टं च त्वामहं शरणं गतः राधा सन्मुखसंशक्तिं सखिसङ्गनिवासिनीं त्वामहं सततं वन्दे गुरुरूपं परं सखीम् जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत श्री गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Let me offer millions of blessings before the feet of our Gurudev. Pawan Guru Varga Namanishta Santa Shifa English Provision and all the summer Vaishnava devotees and the past present future Vaishnava. Vancha Kalpataru Vyascha Krupa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo. Today, this is Vaishak Amavasya, no? New moon. No? Srila Gadadhar Pandit Goswami's appearance day, and also Srila Shukadev Goswami his appearance day. Very wonderful day, you know? Amazing. Then 3rd May is Akshaya Tritiya for us. Some places it's 4th. But it's the day of beginning of Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti, 82nd, 82 years ago. If that would not have happened, we wouldn't be not here, you know. We don't know anything. So Akshaya Tritiya is very, very powerful. It will keep spreading. Amazing. More and more. Also, Nityananda Shakti, Sri Janava Devi or Sri Ram Shakti Sita Devi appearance day. Madhuparni is the same day. 12th May is Mohini Ekadasi. And 15th May is Sri Narasimha Chaturdasi. Jai Jai Sri Narasimha Deva Bhagwan ki Jai Bhakti Maharaj ki Jai. Then 14th June is Snana Yatra, Chaitanya Jagannath. And then 1st of July is Sri Jagannath Rath. Then Guru Purnima is 13th July. So the Chaturmasya starts from that day, 13th July. So things are going very fast. Now Gadadhar Pandit, you know, very, very important. Is Gurudev said very, very important. Like Krishna appears in 6 forms: Guru, Shiksha Guru, and Diksha Guru, Ishvara Bhakta, Ishvara, Avatara, Prakash, then Shakti. In these 6 truths, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does his pastimes, with the Achinta Veda, Advaita Jnana Krishna Chaitanya. So is one and also difference, same time. So in Krishna Lila, that Sri Radhika, in Gaur Lila is Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. Gaur Narayan has 2 Shaktis, Lakshmi Priya and then Vishnu Priya. Gaur Krishna Shakti is Sri Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, we have told this, but reminding, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Advaita, Sri Gadadhar, Srivasadi, Srivas and all the other devotees, Panchatattva. There is no difference. But because of the Rasaswadan, for the taste, the Leela, that Vichitra Leela, astonishing pastimes. That one supreme truth has appeared as in the form of devotee, in the form of Bhakta Swarupa, Bhakta Avatar incarnation, Bhakta Shakti, and then Shuddha Bhakta. He has appeared like that. So 5 appeared. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Gadadhar Jivan, Jaya Jaya Advaitari Bhaktera Shara. See, Gadadhar is the life Swarupa of Nityananda. Jaya. Then one who is giving ashraya to devotees, shelter to devotees, that Advaita Acharya, all glories to him. So Gadadhar Pandit is the foremost, Sarva Pratama, first, foremost, Antaranga Bhaktas, internal Bhaktas, foremost. He is the source, he is the Moola, the root of all the Shakti. Shakti, root. In Navadip Leela, Neelachal Leela, it has been described, both of them. He lived in Navadip Dham. Then he came to Jagannath Puri. He took Kshetra Sannyasa, meaning he took a vow that he will not leave Jagannath Puri. And we will see later on what happens. Amazing thing. He throws that away. Near the sea, of there is a tota, like a garden. Tota. Is to that. Now one who does bhajan in the Sri Radha Govind Madhur Rasa, that Shuddha Bhakta, they take shelter of Gadadhar Pandit. By taking shelter of him only, they can be counted among the Gauranga Mahaprabhu's innermost devotees. Gadadhar Pandit actually appeared in like this Vaishakhi Amavasya today, Iti Chattagrama. Now it's Bangladesh. His father named Madhav Mishra and mother is Sri Ratna Devi. He had a younger brother called Vaninath. Vaninath, when you go to Navdeep Dham Parikrama, we can see, we can hear about him. Champakahata. He was a Bala Brahmachari. From the beginning itself, he was so Vishaya Virakti, meaning he was so renounced. None of these material things, tasted for him. Because he saw that wonderful character, wonderful nature, Ishwari Puri Pad, with so much love, very friendly. He gave his Krishna Leelamrita that was composed by him to study. Because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, his classmates, both are classmates. At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is known as the Nimai Pandit. He was so expert. He is on the opposite side, Tarka. He will defeat and then again he will establish it, then again defeat it. Like that he was showing. Very powerful. Famous. One time, Nimai Pandit asked Gadadhar Pandit, please tell me the quality of mukti, liberation. What is the characteristic of liberation? Then Gadadhar, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Nyaya, Tarka, logic. So from the Nyaya Shastra, according to their, he presented, he told to remove the suffering, dukkha nivrutti, removing the suffering is what the characteristic of the liberation mukti. Nimai Pandit, by nature, he defeated him. Then Swayam, he himself started glorifying the mukti. When they heard Mahaprabhu's amazing description of mukti, all the devotees became very astonished. Then in their mind thinking, if Nimai Pandit, if he becomes Bhakta, oh, so amazing thing. Then when he came back from Gaya, then Nimai Pandit, started showing amazing love, effects of Adbhuta flame. Everybody became astonished. Then Sri Gadadhar Pandit himself saw the transformation of that flame, Vikara. Then he described this in front of all other devotees. They were all meeting. Advaitacharya's place some time, all the devotees, Kirtan, and he was describing. All the devotees were very pleased and astonished. So one day, to reveal himself, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he called every devotees in the house of Shuklambar Brahmachari. Hearing that, Gadadhar Pandit also went there. He hiding himself in the house. He didn't want to come in front of him. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started showing his transformation. Seeing that, Gadadhar Pandit he lost his conscience, Then looking at Gadadhar, Mahaprabhu is telling, "Oh Gadadhar, you are so fortunate. From the babyhood, from when you were very small, you had so much love and affection for Krishna, so strong. But my life has become waste. So, Amulya, so he's telling. So, you can see the why, because the feeling of Radha, then we will see later. Then, whenever Mahaprabhu was disturbed, then Gadadhar Pandit is to make him peaceful. One time, while talking, Mahaprabhu is crying for Krishna, Krishna. Then, Gadadhar Pandit told Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, your Prananath, very dear to your life, is in your heart only. As soon as he heard this, Mahaprabhu started, to almost break his chest. Then somehow God made him peaceful. Mother Sachimata was also seeing this, and she requested Gadadhar Pandit from that time, please always be with Mahaprabhu. So, protect him. So, like that. One time, Mahaprabhu, thinking of his dearmost devotee, he was crying, Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Pundarik Vidyanidhi, his eternal associate. Oh, Pundarik re, mere baap re. Pundarik re, mere baap re. He started crying. Pundarik re, baap re. Pundarik baap re. Devotees could not understand. Then when he was asked, why, what is the reason you are doing like this? Then he gave the introduction of Pundarik Vidyanidhi, saying is Mahabhagavat. Very soon he is going to come to Mayapur, but he will hide himself. He didn't want to show himself as a devotee. He want to hide himself. He is going to appear like a bogey, meaning intoxicated materialistic person. Very difficult to understand. Like remember last time I said, Pundarik Vidyanidhi. When he used to go to see, have the darshan of Ganga at the night time. He would not go in the daytime. And what he will do? He will pay obeisance from far away. He doesn't want even touch. So pure. Why night time? Because in the daytime people are taking bath and all that. He could not bear it. Such a pure water. How they are, So like that, amazing. But Lord knows, the smell of the devotion is, he can smell it. He cannot avoid it. So now the Chattagrama devotees, Mukunda Datta and Vasudeva Datta, they knew Pundarik. And who was he? He is in Krishna Leela, is Vrishabhanu Raja, Radharani's father. So one time, the Mukunda, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction, took Gadadhar Pandit to show, there is an amazing Vaishnava in the city. Navadvip. You should have a darshan of him. Gadadhar Pandit was very happy. Wow. He went there. But when he saw Vidyani, Pandit Vidyani, very, spotless. Is in a sitting place, very soft bed. Then all around him, very amazing scent, right? Then even the, hookah, meaning like a smoking kind of thing nearby. He saw that, and Radha Pandit had doubt in his mind. How is it possible? Then Mukunda Datta understood Radha Pandit, has doubt in his mind. Is a Vaishnava or not, Param Vaishnava or not. Then he uttered this shloka. Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jingasayaya yadapi sadhi lebe gatim ratri chitram tato anyam kam va dayalam sharanam rajema. Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam. So now what this shloka is telling, Putana, Baka, sister, she came to kill Krishna in the guise of a mother, dressed with Kalakuta fire, meaning even a smell of it, even far away people, babies will die. So our intention was to kill him, but Krishna saw her dress, mother, and he made her, gave her the position of a maid servant in Golok Vrindavan. So, how come I will not be able to take such a great Krishna? But the greatest, our Gurudev says, one of the greatest quality of Krishna is in this sloka. Even though they came to kill him, but gave her. So then what he will not do for devotees? What he can do for devotees? So when Pundarik Vidyanidhi heard this, he threw everything. His hair became disheveled, Ashta Satvika, crying, all that's manifested on his body. And he threw away everything. Then Gadadhar Pandit saw this, then he felt, hey, wait a minute, I made an aparad. So he asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what should I do? He said, you should take Diksha from him, Mantra Diksha. So, was very happy. Pundarik Vidyananda fixed a day and then gave. So Gadadhar Pandit always with Mahaprabhu. In the pastime of Jajai Madai, then after that they were doing the water sports. Then Chandrasekhar Acharya's house. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also took a drama of Rajalila. Then Srivasangan Mahaprakash. Then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered the Kaji, who broke the Mridanga. Then when he took sannyas, only 5 people knew. One of them is Gadadhar Pandit. Then he went to Nilachal, then cleansing Gundicha Mandir. Now Jagannath Snana Yatra is coming. So day before Rath Yatra, cleansing the Gundicha Mandir. Because Jagannath is coming, we have to clean up our heart. Like that. Then Narendra Sarovar, the Jalakrida, playing in the water. So he was with the Mahaprabhu all the time. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doing the Lila drama, actually Sachimata and they were there, they could not recognize. But see, this is really amazing. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. Then Haridas Thakur his role is bring peacefulness, peace in the audience. He is declaring, be quiet, be quiet. It's going to start now. Mahaprabhu is coming, like that. Then Pandit is Narada. Mahaprabhu put the role of Rukmini. When they saw Rukmini, they could not recognize. Even Rukmini herself, she'll be wondering, where is this person? Who is this real Rukmini? So who is this person? So in other words, Lord has, in other words, yes, everybody, amazing. Then in the second hour, Gadadhar took, he was dressed as a Rama, Lakshmi. And when they saw he dancing, the Rama, in the form of Rama, everybody was filled with so much love. That time Mahaprabhu is telling, Gadadhar Pandit is actually my Vaikuntha Parivar. He is my Parivar. He is my Parivar meaning family. Then Mahaprabhu took the Adya Shakti, meaning like a mother. He filled everybody with Anand and he fed them, everybody, milk. Nobody could recognize. Then for that, actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu telling, the audience, everybody should be strict, like brahmacharis, to see this drama. Then Advaitacharya said, oh Lord, we are not qualified. We cannot sit and watch this. What should we do? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, no, don't worry. By my mercy, I will destroy all of you. Will not be disturbed, like that. So, Gadadhar Pandit, then when he took the Kshetra sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him to stay in that like a garden, Tota, Gopinath, where one day he was, of course, see, Gurudev says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with the many reasons. He had 3 internal reasons, right? To understand the greatness of the love of Radha and his own beauty, how Radha religious, and the depth of the Radha's relish. He wanted to taste. And for that, he has to get trained by. So Radharani is telling, okay, if you want to do that, is Krishna, is telling, you have to admit it to the school of Lalita and Vishaka, like that. So that is Swarup Damodar Rai Ramananda. And then Bhagavat, hearing from Bhagavat from that is Radharani herself. So because the Srimad Bhagavatam is so much rich with the bhava of Radha, who can explain better than Radha Pandit? So he used to go there. And then one day, he was revealing, Gadadhar Pandit was revealing the feelings of Radha. One day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I will give you. So Krishna, he started removing, found Gopinath, he gave it to him. Gadadhar, you have to worship. So he started worshiping. Even today, that deity is amazing because at that time, Krishna is standing from Radha, Krishna. Now, from a distance, when they're dressed, looks like they're standing. But actually, little bit of dress, if you ask Pujari, if you see, is actually sitting. Krishna is sitting, but looks like he's standing. Because when Gadadhar Pandit became elderly, he could not. Krishna said he should not give trouble to Gadadhar Pandit, so he sat down to accept service, taking the flower garden. Hare Krishna. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ. ಅದೇ ನಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ನಾನು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ? ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು 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 ಆಯ್ತು 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 ಆಯ್ತು. So Tota Gopinath, and that's also there's like a mountain which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thinks that was Govardhan, like that, is an amazing place. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur established Gaudiya Math there. Nilachal Gaudiya Math. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed that he wants to visit Vrindavan. That time, devotees, they said, no, they fixed a date. Vijayadashmi. Vijayadashmi day he can leave because he was so anxious At that time, Raja Pratapruddha, he made so many arrangements for the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the path. So, then Rai Ramananda, Maharaj Pratapruddha, Harichandan, then Gadadhar Pandit also, they went together. They were going, Gadadhar Pandit also. Then Mahaprabhu told Gadadhar, they have taken vow that he will not leave Jagannath Puri. So he cannot come, not. Then Gadadhar Pandit is telling, यहाँ तुम्ही से नीलाचल क्षेत्र संन्यास मोर Yavuk Rasatar. So he's saying, oh Lord, wherever you are, that is Nilachal. So if I am always with you, then now I'm away from Nilachal. Nice, this argument. So, till then, I will throw this sannyas, this thing, like in a bar, meaning like when the river overflows, right? Then I throw that and it will flow away. So like that. Then Mahaprabhu is telling, how come he can give up the service of Gopinath? Right? Who will do the Gopinath service? How we can give up that? Then Gadadhar Pandit is telling, by the darshan of your lotus feet, it is equivalent to serving millions of Gopinaths. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, if you give up the service to Gopinath, there will be a fault. Then Gadadhar Pandit is telling, if the Pratigna Bhanga, meaning I have taken a vow of not living, the Jagannath Puri, Kshetra Sanya, and also service to Gopinath. Even if there is some fault in it, that will be mine, just you have to give me permission to walk with you, go with you. I alone will go to Sachi Mata and have a darshan, and for you there will not be any difficulty. So our Acharyas is saying, Gurudev, so is looking at the astonishing love of Gadadhar Pandit towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very difficult to even to follow, to understand by his closest associates. Very difficult. So this Raga Marga is very difficult to understand. See, for the Gadadhar Pandit, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, love, is taken a vow, service to Krishna, everything he is ready to give up. Then when they reached Katak, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, Gadadhar Pandit, is asking, why you are giving up your vow, service to Gopinath? What do you if you giving up this, if you become happy, please tell me whether you desire my happiness or your own happiness. Oh, it's telling my happiness. Suppose if you desire my happiness, then you should go back to Nilachal, Jagannath Puri. If you argue again on this, my shapat, forward. So, like that. So he has to go. Now, Gurudev is telling in Krishna Leela, Rukmini is on the Dakshina Swabhava, meaning north, south, Dakshina. Dakshina Swabhava meaning the south, meaning they will not argue back with Krishna. They will be very, very submissive. Suppose if Krishna makes fun sometime, they don't understand. Like Rukmini could not became very fearful. Oh, Krishna was making a fun. You are free. You can accept. You can go to any kings. Then she became fearful and then fell like a stick, lost her consciousness because she could not understand. If there is an other like Satyabhama or like that, they have hit back meaning they argued back with Krishna. Oh, like that. She could not do it. She fell. So like that, now one time when Sri Vallabha came to Mahaprabhu, then they were laughing each other, but then looking at the Abhiman, his feeling, his thing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not like it because he wants to be simple. So, so he did not give so much attention. Then Vallabhata went to Gadadhar Pandit. So Gadadhar Pandit and then Vallabhat, they are talking, moving and together, going on. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not like that. So he started, meaning Udasina, meaning not giving so much attention to Gadadhar Pandit. Then what happened? Gadadhar Pandit, he thought he might give me up. So he cried. At Lotus feet of, he fell at the feet of Mahaprabhu, and then started crying. So then Mahaprabhu, made a little alingan, and then told him, even though I showed little anger towards you, but you did not show running away from me or anything. And also, when I became angry, he did not tell anything. You tolerated everything. And then also, your mind was not disturbed. You had so much faith, simplicity. You have purchased me. So that's why the love for Chaitanya is so much. We call Mahaprabhu as Gadadhara Prananatha. Gadadhara Prananatha. Like that. So you cannot say how much Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared, Gadadhar Pandit was there for 11 months. Only reason he stayed is to give darshan to Srinivasacharya. Was waiting. But during those 11 months, we could not, no one could tolerate it. His position was, when he takes Gauranga Mahaprabhu's name, his eyes were completely, tears and closed, and by his separation, his breathing was very hot here, like a fire. Even his separation, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could not understand. So then he disappeared. So today is the 7th day. So we pray. There are so many pastimes of Gauranga Prabhu and Gadadhar Pandit. So we pray at his lotus feet. Twinkle his mercy. Because Radharani, so we can progress in our bhakti. Jai, Jai, Radha Pandit, Jai, oh, Radha. Then Sukadeva Goswami's appearance day also, Our Gurudev, see, one time when Krishna disappeared, right? Krishna disappeared. All the Swadama, Swadama, when he entered his Swadam, his Dham, Dharma, everything went along with him. This whole world became dark. So at that time, all these sages were assembled in Naimisharanya. Then their thing is, because they see the suffering has increased. See, we think we can be happy by technology. This is the biggest flaw we have. Right now, we have progressed so much technology. I mean, it is choking us, it's killing us, but we are not aware of it. So you can see around the world. So technology doesn't solve, it actually creates problems. So first we have to become. So, but the sages knew. The only solution is hearing the pastime of Krishna, because we are connected with Him. Our food, otherwise, the food of technology, understand, disconnection from it. See, disease is what this is. Okay, disconnection from ease is what disease. DISEAS, right? DISEAS. Disconnection from ease is what disease. So what is that? Is Krishna. We have disconnected. All kinds of problems. Relations problem, mental problem, health problem, trust problem. See, unless Krishna in the center, it is devastation. So that's what was happening when Krishna left. So the sages are assembled there, and they were asking Shaunika and all that. They were asking, what is the best way. Then they said, asking, Sukadeva Goswami's disciple, to recite, and he said he will discuss, he will start narrating Srimad Bhagavatam for the welfare of the whole world. So that time he is praying to Sukadeva Goswami. So who is Sukadeva Goswami? See, there's a thing.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. आप ठीक है?
फर्स्ट क्लास
हाँ
नीचे स्लिप वाला नहीं है, सिर्फ पैटर्न है, कोई
नहीं रवि है, पूछो
नहीं, इसलिए स्लिप इधर ही आपको वो कर दिया।
नहीं हम क्लास में
हाँ,
आए।
क्लास में ऑनलाइन स्टार्ट कर दिया क्लासेस।
अब बाद में आइए।
हाँ ठीक है, धन्यवाद।
हरे कृष्ण। So who is Sukadeva Goswami? Gurudev is telling in the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, Radharani had a parrot, Sriya Shuka, very dear to Radha. She was pomegranate, feeding and caressing and giving training, telling, Krishna, Krishna. So it was repeating, just like voice of Radha. So, so dear, and it has seen all the lila of the pastimes of Radha. So one time, after it flew away to Nandagram, it came to Krishna was playing with Madhumangal, and there it was sitting in the tree, and it was playing Krishna, Krishna. And Krishna was wondering, what is this Krishna? Who is calling me? Radharani is around here. Then he saw the Yuka, and he called. He came and sat, and he was caressing, and then showed attention, love, and affection for that. Now here Radharani told, hey, the bird has gone away. Lalita Vishaka, go and get. And I'm sure it must have gone where Krishna is. So they came to Krishna and they saw the parrot and they asked, hey Krishna, Radharani is in separation. She cannot live without that. You have to give her back. Give the bird back. No, how can I give? You call, if it comes, you can take it. I have no objection. Then they called, he is not coming. Then they are telling, see, whoever gets your affection, they don't leave you, So you should give it to us. No, if it comes on its own, he can take it. Then what to do? Then, okay, let's see. So they went to Mother Yashoda, complained. Radharani, very dear, this parrot, cannot be without this parrot. Krishna is playing with it. Then Mother Yashoda, oh yeah, so okay, so wait here. So she went and chastised Krishna. Oh Krishna, you're always playing with the birds, animals. And here Nanda Maharaj is waiting. You have to come and take bath and then take prasadam. Come quickly. He dragged him. Gave the bird to parrot to Lalita Vishaka, took away. So, like that, and then it has witnessed so many leelas, Then when Radha and Krishna has to leave this world, disappear, don't leave. So that time bird also wanted to go with them. Then they both told, you have to stay back and you have witnessed all our leela. You have to recite one day. You have to recite. Because that's what it will save this world, bring auspiciousness. Everything else is inauspicious. Then because their, instruction, it has to obey. So Sukha was looking for Srimad Bhagavatam, right, reciting. So he wanted to hear Bhagavatam. So one time he fled to Kailash, where Lord Shiva, looking everywhere, and he saw in Kailash, Lord Shiva is narrating, and then Parvati is listening. And then when the first canto came, oh, very nice, go ahead. Then she was interested in 10th canto, So she went into like a little sleep. But Sukha could not tolerate separation, and he started mimicking, the Parvati voice. And then here Shiva is involved in recital. See, he was so much involved in a recital, he could not distinguish at that time what is Parvati doing. He's telling, okay, God, very sweet, like that. And he is going this way. Then when the 10th canto finished, even almost 12th canto is finished, then she woke up. Then she's telling, oh Lord, I went to sleep. Please forgive me. You have to tell me again. Then wait a minute. All this long, who were listening? If you were not listening, then you saw there, then the bird is became very angry. Sure. He took a tyrant and ran away after that. And the bird also ran. Now why is then it went running, and then it came to Badrinath, or where Vedavyas reciting Srimad Bhagavatam to his wife. Then he was describing the lifting of the Govardhan hill. And wife was so astonished, Krishna. It entered his mouth, hard through his mouth. But so Shuka entered. Then Vedavyas is telling Shiva, Shiva is paying obeisances to Vedavyas. How come you are angry and taking a trident as if to, chastise somebody? What is the problem? Oh, this bird came running, yeah, what mistake did it? It heard Srimad Bhagavatam. It was no qualified to hear. If a person who is not qualified, he might do something else. But Vedavyas is telling, what is the fruit of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam? He said, you will get liberated. Vedavyas is telling, how can you kill who is liberated? Then Shiva said, laughing at it, and then ran away. So Sukha heard Srimad Bhagavatam from. Then he was there for a long time, even 16 years. He was not coming out of the mothers. Then Vedavyas is telling, you are giving so much trouble to your mother, please come out. No, I'm afraid of Maya, I cannot come out. Because I heard about Bhagavat, eternally liberated. So then Vedavyas said, I will flee. No, you will not get disturbed by Maya. No, I don't believe you. Then whom do you believe? Krishna. So Vedavyas invoked Lord Krishna, he came, and then he promised him, he took away the Maya. So he came out, and then he was not touched with Maya, and then walked away to the forest. Then Vedavyas running behind him, oh my son, come back. I have to do any purifactory thing like that. Never came back. But then Vedavyas felt, oh, wait a minute. I need to teach him so that he can teach the whole world Srimad Bhagavatam. Need of the hour. So, and I cannot find any better person than Sukadeva Goswami. So, he trained some people to recite some shlokas for Bhagavatam. So, when he heard, he was attracted and he was asking, who is this person? He has all these qualities. Please tell me. Then they went and told Vedavyas, and he told Ahobakyam, Sanakalakutam. Such a person has this quality. When they recited that, he came back, and then Vedavyas taught him Srimad Bhagavatam. And so then he recited to Parikshit Maharaj, So, so it's amazing that his appearance day is also today. Gadadhar Pandit is also today. So, in one sense, it should not be surprising, because how we can separate Gadadhar Pandit and Sukadeva? Both are so expert. So we pray and we let us be Sukadeva Goswami. So that way, the innermost, secrets of Srimad Bhagavatam may revealed in our heart. So, Jai Sukadeva Goswami ki Jai. Then, 3rd of May is the Akshaya Tritiya. Akshaya Tritiya meaning the 3 tithis. Tithi meaning in lunar day. 3 tithis touching. Akshaya Tritiya. 3. So that's why it's an amazing. And start something on that day. So now we have few days, okay, all of you. Start something, on that day. Start something meaning spiritual, okay, paramarthik, which will benefit others, whatever that. Think of something, brings Loka Kalyana, bring like Prahlad Maharaj praying. What does he pray? स्वस्तिस्तु विश्वस्य कलह प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवमितो मनश्च भद्रं भजता ददोक्षजे आवेशतां नो मतिरप्याय. ओम नमो भगवते श्री नरसिंहाय. नमस्तेजस्तेजस अविरार्विर्भ वज्रनक वज्रदं कर्माशयान रंदय रंदय तमो ग्रस ग्रस. ओम स्वाहा अभयम अभयम आत्मानि भूयिष्ठा. Om Shramiti. So he's praying, oh Lord, you have appeared. You are like a light of the light. You are Teja, effulgence of everyone. Mula, source of effulgence. And you have appeared in an amazing way. Diamond, like a fingers, like a diamond, and then teeth are also like that. And please, burn all my karma vasana. For many lifetimes we are carrying our karma. This karma, the subtle seeds of karma. So that's what they are ready to take the fruit, and they are ankuring, they are ready to germinate like that. So many kinds, with different stages. You burn all of them, because if you burn any seeds, it will not germinate, right? Then move this on ajnana andhakara far away, ignorance, darkness of ignorance far away. Then, oh Lord, let Abhaya Nirbhaya, take my mind, meaning Abhaya, Nirbhaya, no fear, past, future, present. Okay. And also Nirbhaya, I will have to give a Abhaya, Nirbhaya, Abhaya. I will not be cause of the fear for anybody. Like one time, Sukadeva Goswami, when he was running, after 16 years, right, he went to the forest. While going, some apsaras were taking bath in a pond, in a sarovar, right, water body, lake. Then they did not feel anything. They just kept on, taking bath. And then Sukadeva was one. Then Vedavyas also came behind. As soon as the ladies saw him, they immediately paid obeisances, asked forgiveness, and then went on to put on their clothes. Then Vedavyas is asking them, wait a minute, when my son Sukadeva went away, he did not do anything. But when I came, even though I am your great grandfather like that, and you are like my great grandchildren, why you are trying to cover yourself? Then the ladies observers are telling, oh Vedavasi, forgive me, your son could not distinguish whether male or female, whereas you calling us the great granddaughters, that's why. Like that. So Prahlad was like that. Prahlad, that quality. That's why he's praying, oh Lord, you let the whole world be auspicious and let everybody give up, all the cruel people give up their cruelty, then every jiva, right, every living entity think, what should they think? Auspiciousness to others. Not to think or to bring bad thing to others. You understand? No. You should never, not even in a dream, think of doing bad to others. And he's telling, don't think of, Prahlad is telling, don't think of bringing auspiciousness to yourself. Always think for the benefit of others. And he's telling, only when we do like that, we also become auspicious, okay? If you try to do things, bring auspicious to us, you will not be successful. You will get more inauspicious. See, this is the great secret, trick. Krishna also great devotee. That's why Prahlad Maharaj recommend. So, then he's telling, oh Lord, let my mind be not attracted. He says, asakti, interest in the anything of this world, but complete attachment, no attachment to this world, things of this world, complete attachment, full attachment to your name, your lila, your pastime, your service to you. And let my mati, tell them, be nishkam, and then immersed in you. This is the prayer. So, that is the, that's why this Akshaya Tritiya, with that mood, our Gurudev Bhakti Swami Maharaj, our Param Gurudev, they are completely, uh, with that mood, they started this Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti on this Akshaya Tritiya. And that's why you can see it is touching, millions of people around the world. So we should take part of it, if you remember that, and we should start something like that, even a little bit, then it will become very big, whether you will be there to see it's growing good, it doesn't matter, okay, it will continue, so we should all think of something like that for this day, because it comes in only once a year. So we should do that way. And then on that day, many things happen. Like for example, famous Badrinath temple will be open. It would have been closed 6 months ago. Now they are opening on that day. When they open, they will see the deep, the ghee lamp, which they have lighted 6 months ago. It will be still burning. It's amazing. How it will be keep burning for 6 months. Apparently, Nardmuni comes and every day we put in ghee or like that. So on the day when Brahma started, and then so many things. Very, very auspicious day. If you do anything devotion, more chanting or anything, it will keep increasing. It will never diminish. That's what called akshaya. Chaya meaning decreasing. Akshaya meaning is increasing. And it's also not amazing, but it comes in the Shukla Paksha, Akshaya Tritiya, meaning the moon increasing, So very, very good energy in that sense. So Akshaya Tritiya, we have to something bringing auspiciousness to the world. See, the world is suffering, so there's so many, it's full of suffering. So we have to think something of how to bring happiness. Is seeking happiness, like Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj. See, actually, it's a little time in that. Prahlad Maharaj, little bit of teaching, because like when Chanda Amarka, his teachers went away, see, we have to hear Prahlad Maharaj's story. So there's so much. When his teachers went away for a while, he sat all the. Next time we will go in more detail. He sat them, and in a simplest way, he started teaching Bhakti Yoga. How he learned from Nardmuni, all that. And then, because of his purity and amazing, and he transformed all of them. And by the time they were all dancing, and the Chandamarka came and then you can see the shock among them. What is this? We thought there was one Prahlad, now thousands of Prahlad. So complain, and then that's when Nrsimhadev has to appear, to protect. So Hiranyakashipu was, he is such a big, he, other than Lord Shiva, Brahma, and Vishnu, everybody else was under his control. He said, no more dharma, no more sacrifice, kill everywhere, cows, brahmanas. I mean, he was such a, so made a mess, So when he saw Varahadeva killed Hiranyaksha, his brother, right? So Hiranyaksha, when he killed, he became very angry, Hiranyakashipu. Then he's telling, hey, Vishnu does not know. He's his brother is Hiranyakashipu. So much. So he became very angry, but then he thought for a while, wait a minute, if he has killed my brother, meaning he is not ordinary, must be very powerful. So I need something else more than my strength. I need something Aishwarya Shakti, like a Aishwarya Shakti saying. So first I should become deathless. See? So he went to the forest. Then he stood on his standing, not on his full standing, only on his feet, fingers, what do you call toes, and then rising like that. Right. So he started tapasya. So amazing. For so many years, his whole body was covered with ants. Ants eat away his skin, blood, muscles, everything. He was only left with bones. Okay. Then you may wonder, wait a minute, how is it possible that one can live with just the bones? So in Satyuga, the life force stays in the bones. Then in Treta, it's in the muscle, mamsa, the prana. Then in Dwapara, it's in the blood, and now it is in the anna, food, right? In the Kali, like that. And the height also it described plate, of the like this of this length. Then 14 in Treta, then 7 in Dwapara, 3.5 now. So it's like this decreasing height. Then the dharma also, almost no sin at that time, but then quarter, then half, and then 3/4, like that. Then 7 times grain. Every year in Satyuga you get 7 times grain. Then 5, then became 3, now become 1, like that, 1 or 2. 1 basically. So then they were taking food in the golden plate like that. Now plastic. Now everybody has plastic in their blood, right? So I don't know what it will create problems. Okay. The way to get out of this plastic, release plastic, it's micro, nanoparticle, right? Nanotechnology. So blood is also filled with nano plastic, It's unfortunate. The micro, all these things, but the only way you can free is having water in a copper thing, and then put some Agnihotra dust in that. If you keep drinking that, it will get flushed out. That's the only way. So, what I was saying. So this Prahlad, like anyway, Hiranyakashipu was, then at that time Indra came, and what he did, he took away Kayadu, the wife of Hiranyakashipu, because she was pregnant. He was thinking, wow, his father is so bad. What will be his son? As soon as he is born, it is better to kill him. That way, there will be little peace. So he took her away. And then Narad Muni knew that. He came and, he, in the middle path, he stopped him and said, hey Indra, do you know who is in a great devotee, Nityappa, in his mother's womb? He is a great Vaishnava. If you offend Vaishnava Aparad, he will finish. So he listened to Narad Muni, asked forgiveness from the, Prahlad, his mother's womb. Parikrama did the Prahlad, mother, and then he went up. So Prahlad brought her to Kayadu to his ashram, telling, "Oh mother, till your husband comes back, you can be here peacefully, no problem." So she became very happy, and then she became to better. More, he said, "Let Narad Muni, please give me blessing so that I can give birth to this baby in my womb according to my desire. Whenever I want to desire to deliver him, at that time only he should come out, not before. Right? So that way she felt very happy. And then Narad Muni started taking this out, preaching to her, but actually he was preaching to the Prahlad, inside. So we taught Srimad Bhagavatam, Tattva, all the tattvas, everything. And he gave Diksha Mantra also. He gave Diksha Mantra also to Prahlad. Inside. And Kayadu, sometime, she was wonderstruck. Wow, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, coming out of her. Amazing. So, even though Narad Muni preached her, it did not take root in her heart, but it took such a root in Prahlad's heart, it sprout the bhakti a bit, and then became, flowers, leaves, flowers, and then grew big tree. And then it bore, so it became an amazing devotee inside Mother's womb. So it described the qualities of Prahlad. Prahlad meaning sadhu. How a sadhu should be like Prahlad. He did not know when he was growing up as a baby. He was not interested in any toys or this and that. He was, so immersed, thinking of, Ravana, Kirtana, Smarana, Vandana. Ravana, Kirtana. Ravana, Parikshit Maharaj. Kirtana, Sukadeva. Smarana, Prahlad. Okay, Prahlad. So, always. And he did not know whether anybody is, favorable, unfavorable to Krishna. He did not know that there is no, he was not aware that there is somebody like, again, not in Krishna, devotees, not devotees in a sense. He was so immersed. See, this is the thing, Mahabhagavas, this is the quality of Mahabhagavas. They say they are not devotees, everybody is devotee. Prahlad had that, even small. So he was totally immersed. Sometimes crying, sometimes dancing, sometimes like that. Everybody was pleased with this quality. Then he was admitted to the Gurukula. Right? Gurukula, what they are teaching? Artha Dharma, not even moksha. Right? How to manipulate, how to divide, control. See, this is the thing. Like today's material world, competition. Main thing is competition. So with whom? You have to compete, right? In this world it is. You have to show somebody, So, spirit of cooperation is finished. Competition meaning hatredness, jealousy, right? See, how can there be competition without jealousy, hatredness? See what I'm saying? So, but it is artificial. Everything, So, Prahlad, like that. He was not interested. He was not releasing for it. So, but anyway, he was a very obedient child, obedient student. So he did not, but it was going here and it was coming out, right? The Shanda Amarka teaching did not go inside because what went inside in his deep heart, the teachings of Narad Muni. Already Lord is sitting in his heart. So how come anything will go in there? So like that. Then one day his father, out of love, for Prahlad, like a child, he wanted to test the test. What is the child is interested? He was asking, what is the best thing that appeals to you? So that you have learned from the teacher. Then he's telling, oh Father, this material world is miserable. It is like a blind well. If you have fallen in a blind well of samsara, you don't know what is outside of the blind well. So please, we should get out. We should go to the enter forest and think of Lord, service to Lord. Vishnu. What? Vishnu again? My enemy? His father was. But he thought, this is a child. Child will repeat what, superiors have told. So he must have been brainwashed, right? By somebody. So he warned the teachers, watch out, no more brainwash for him, no more, Vishnu's people coming and disturbing, it will not be good for you. So he dismissed like that. Then again, teachers took him and then they were wonderstruck. Wait a minute. Where did you learn all this? Why you are different from us? Wait a minute. Why am I different? Like that. Then they started telling, but they kind of said, beat you like that. They showed so many things. Make him careful, become, but he was not, But anyway, that went along. So like that, then again he was brought. Then he told Hiranyakashipu, oh my son, before that he paid obeisances. Prahlad, very meek. See, we have to, Prahlad was so obedient, so he paid obeisances to his father. Touched his heart of the Hiranyakashipu, even though he was so big demon. And he picked up his fun. So much tear flowing from his eyes. so much love for his son, and smelling his head, and then sat on his lap. Oh, my dear Prahlad, what is the most best thing that you learned from your guru? That was, suppose if you have told best thing you learned from Chanda Marka, I would have told they taught. And he told Guru, you remember Narad Muni? And what is the best thing Narad Muni told? See, he was filled with tears flowing, remembering his Guru, tears flowing from his eyes. Oh, Guru. Oh, Gurudev, Nama, Dandavat Pranam. Shravana, Kirtana, Smarana, Vandana, Pada, Sevana, that's like Atma Niveda. Now, this is the best thing, right? Right? What is this? So, then Chandamarka, they were saying, we never taught this. Then he said, he felt we should, he should be killed. So he ordered to be killed, his son. See, now before, even a couple of minutes ago, he was loving tears in his eyes. But now, when he took the name of Vishnu, service to Vishnu, he became his enemy. Look at this word, See, swartha, meaning selfishness, See, this is the thing. So, in other words, as long as there is something, even a tiny amount of swartha, selfishness in that, this is the problem. Hatredness will be there, to Krishna. That's why Praharat prayer is important. Let there be auspiciousness to the whole world. Let all the cruel people give up their cruelty, and let everybody think of bringing auspiciousness to the others, not for them, no. And then, the attachment to this world should be 0, 100%. And then Nishkam, and then immersion. See, this is the thing, is desire. So, immediately his father immediately wanted to kill him. So, tried to kill so many ways. How he can? And see, he was ordered, they came and captured him and put him to the place of, where they kill people, right? And he is not disturbed at all. He is not disturbed at all. You can see his mind was not disturbed. That's why when we get disturbed, remember Prahlad, what if you understand? Immediately your mind disturbance will go away. So they are taking this very sharp, what you call, looks like tree, right? Trishula, like this. Pada, 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 very shining. And then hitting him. Because the father, the king, 3 words, by listening, by hearing his name, even Indra gets, shaky. And he is ordering to kill him. What is the limit? So they are taking and then hitting him like this, so hard. And what happens? As soon as it touches, not even touching, it's becoming broken, and then reverse and then hitting them back. They are getting hurt. Blood is coming out. But Prahlad is not even touched, not even he's not even aware what is happening. Understand? Bah, amazing. So they become fearful. They told, and even expert people came, same thing. They became, we are being killed. We are, no way. Oh, if you cannot kill, then do something. Put him into the fire. Feed him poison, snake, so many things. But still, we could not. Then Hiranyakashipu becoming, wondering, wait a minute. I did so much austerity for thousands of years to become free from death. Now here he is, and this little boy, without any effort, looks like he has got this, deathless thing. May, he's wondering like that. Then what to do? He's confused. Hiranyakashipu confused. What I should do next? See, this is what is happening. Then Chandamarka is telling, don't worry. He's only a boy. When he grows up, he'll become better. Anyway, by that time, our guru will come, Shukracharya. When Shukracharya comes, he will suggest a way. So now, don't get disturbed by this. He's a small baby now, like that. Anyway, um, took him away like that. So then they take him away. See, then what is happening is our time is up. But anyway, when Shanda Amarka went away, see, this is what then Prahlad took all of them and started teaching Bhakti Yoga. When, like I was telling before, then Chandamarka came, and see, when Chandamarka went away, all the boys, they're telling Prahlad, oh Prahlad, please come, we will play, no more teacher is not there, let's play. See, this is the mood of the children, right? Everywhere. But Prahlad is saying, no, don't waste time. There's no guarantee. You think you're a small boy and all that? You're a small boy and all that. It's not, no. Let's see, because he was the son of a king, and then Prahlad had a personality attracting everybody. Pure, So they listened and they started telling. He told everything in very short. So you should become, expert in that. Very short time. He gave a dose, injection. Such a dose through the ear, they all become devotees. Understand? That is the power. Power of, injection through the ear. Then they started dancing. Then Chandamarka came. Then they come. Oh, here it is. I thought we have to deal with one Prahlad. Now we have to deal with thousands of Prahlads. Oh, so they went and complained to Hiranyakashipu. That's where, he started to just, and Hiranyakashipu became very angry, brought Prahlad asking, whom do you think? Yeah, the protector, Lord everywhere, there, like that, to prove the word of Prahlad, Lord appeared from the, pillar, stone pillar, So, and Lord came, he hit him, with a sword. Then Lord came, and then, amazing, roaring. I mean, he was so, and he was asking, before that, Prahlad, he was doing mockery. Hey, where is your Lord? He's everywhere. Is he in this pillar? Yes. See, and when the Prahlad turned his face toward the pillar, there is a Prahlad, Narasimha. He's so beautiful. He's telling Prahlad, see, I see him, so loving, so beautiful. Why don't see him? How he can see his father? His heart is full of soul like a stone, no love. But Prahlad is telling, I see him so beautiful. Or you're telling lie? Like that, he wanted to kill him, but then he said, let me kill over in that pillar, Lord. Then take care of him. Like that, he went and hit pillar. And then Lord came roaring, When he came roaring, apparently the covering of this planet, right? You remember when Vamanadeva appeared, when he put his feet second step, Bali Maharaj, so it cracked, right? The water came from Viraja. Then Brahma, kept in his Kamandalu and then washed the feet of Vamana. That is the Ganga. So this time also, because of the roaring, the crack came and then water came. And if you come to South India, maybe some of you might have visited this, famous Narasimha temple, Ahobalam, 9 temples, Ahobalam. There on Jwala Narasimha, you can see little wet, not above, not below. So that is always wet, 360. Even in summer, for 5-6 months, no rain, but it is wet on top of the hill. So that wet water is actually coming from that Viraja river when Lord, when he came out with that loud sound that cracked and then water, So Brahma, everybody was shaken apart by that sound, when Lord came. So like that, our time is up. So 15th May, Prahlad Maharaj, Narasimhadev's appearance day. So that day also we have to do like Ekadasi till sundown. Then we can take Ekadasi Ankalpa. So Jai Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai, Jagat Guru Sri Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Narasimhadev Bhagwan ki Jai. Ithai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Any questions? Sorry for it took a lot of time.
Dandavat Pranam Gurudev.
Dandavat. So if there is no question, we will leave. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Gurudev. Dandavat Pranam. Okay, thank you, dear devotees, for joining in today. So now can I please have Ananga Mohan Prabhu to sing Radha Krishna Bhajan?